why do we want to hire diverse in the first place? Such an important question to be considerate of. Thinking about why do we want to hire diverse in the first place? For me, one of the things that I see in that is that, we have a group of people who see the world in all different angles, all different ways, and we can better find that exceptional new idea with all those varying perspectives. But are we even getting there? Like, in theory, great. In theory, that should be one of the reasons that we're hiring diverse or looking to diversify our agencies, our teams. But do you see that actually happening in either of your experience?
So for me, a lot of this comes down to the hiring manager level or at the team level. And really, like, what do healthy cultures look like? And in tech, we talk about culture a lot, and we give it a lot of lip service. But the question is, are we hiring people because they fit into a particular demographic checkbox, but they still talk like us, think like us, work like us? Or are we actually making the concentrated efforts to, like, diversify the way that people think, right? Or really to bring in folks that might have different kinds of experiences. I have a friend that hires in the UX field quite a bit, and he very recently has hired a number of teachers, which is not a traditional kind of career trajectory or pathway, right? But he's finding that folks with these kind of different career backgrounds are bringing something different to the table, right? They're having a different kind of conversation. They're bringing in those new ideas. And so to some extent, it's having leadership that's open to listening to that and not just looking to hire that same person saying the same thing, I guess.
I love Kristin's point that you can get diversity without really getting diversity. I mean, so you can hire people of color, but if you're not allowing them to sort of be themselves or to bring in new ideas or to challenge insights, you're not really getting that diversity in the way that you should be. What I've kind of seen is that, there's the moral case for it. We're doing it because it's the right thing to do and because it makes the advertising better. Because the way that we produce advertising is really congruent with what the country actually looks like. But oftentimes what I find, it's more the economic case, why it's in the client's best interest to do this. And in some cases that could be exhausting. And, especially for some of the people that I've researched that work at Latinx agencies, it's constantly hard to make the economic case that they should be paying attention to them and why they should be paying attention to them. And then having to educate clients who are often not from big cities, they're not from Los Angeles or New York or spaces that have, much more rich multi-ethnic communities, to educate those folks, because it is a team sport. So you're constantly in the process of having to educate people on why your community is important.